Hello everyone. Today is July 11th, Saturday. Today I want to share with everyone information that is related to research about the journal impact factors. First, let me make a screen share. Journal impact factors of 2020 this year has now been released on June 29th by the JCR. JCR means the Journal Citation Report. The detailed information of the scientific journal impact factors are available on their website, the JCR website. Today I want to first share with everyone about the basic information of the journal impact factors. And then I also want to take a chance to introduce my publications and their journal impact factors. I have published 130 plus journal papers so far. So first, let me talk about the basic information of the journal impact factors. So the first thing is what the impact factor mean? What is the journal impact factor? So journal impact factor is can measure the importance or rank of a journal based on their citation numbers of its articles. So I think most people may be interested about how many scientific journals in total now. So each year there are some new journals launched, and there are also some the old journals, the existing journals stop publishing something. So by this year, by 2020, the total scientific journals are 12,855. It's a big number. Most researchers I think have known that the two most important journals, scientific journals, are Science and Nature. So these two journals have a high impact factor. The impact factor of Nature is 42.8 this year. Science is 41.8. Actually, it's a rare case that a journal impact factor can be higher than Science or Nature, but there are really some cases. In total, there are 14 journals with an impact factor over Nature, over 42. Those journals are mostly in the area of the medical science or medical research, or the review journals. Review journals usually have more have the big number of the readers, so researchers like to get the information from those journals, and it's easily to be cited by the researchers when they publish something. So the review journals usually have a high impact factor. Okay, so I made a table to present the statistic data of the journals and their impact factors. So the total number of the scientific journals is 12,855. There are total 87 journals with an impact factor over 20, more than 20. So if a journal impact factor is more than 20, it can be considered as a super high level journal. So the percentage of the journal with a 20 plus impact factor is 0.67. It's a low. It's a low percentage. It's not. It's not a big number. So the journals with the impact factor over 10, the total number is 311. The percentage is 2.4%. There are total 1,164 journals with the impact factor over 5. It's still less than 10%, so 9.1% of the total number of journals. And actually, over 90% of the journals with the impact factor below 5. So the total number is 11,691. It's a huge number here. More than 90% of journals with impact factor below 5. Only less than 10% of journals with impact factor above 5. That's a basic statistic information about the journal impact factors. Okay, the detailed information about the journal impact factors can be found online. There are a lot of information about there. Here, I only want to take this chance to give a brief introduction about these journal impact factors. So next, I'd like to take a chance to introduce about my publications and their journal impact factors. So far, I have published 130 plus, more than 130 journal articles so far. The table here on this slide gives the information about the journal impact factors distribution of my publications. I have published 12 papers, 12 articles in 6 journals with an impact factor over 20. So I have 12 papers in 6 journals with an impact factor over 20, about 20. So I have published 22 papers in 10 journals with an impact factor between 10 and 20. So the article number, I also published 31 papers in 12 journals with the impact factor between 5 and 10. So most of my publications are, about half number of my publications and with the journal impact factor below 5, actually, more than 60, and in more than 20 journals. So that's a total the statistic information about my publications and the journal impact factors. Especially my publications, the 6 journals I published with the impact factor over 20 are listed here. So the highest one is the impact factor is 71, Nature Review Materials. So this journal, the impact factor is actually higher than Nature and Science. It's a review journal. So the 6 journals are listed here. The next one is Energy and Environmental Science. Impact factor is 30. And Advanced Material, impact factor is 27. Geo, the impact factor is 27. Geo is a new journal. It's only 3 years young journal. This year they launched their first impact factor. The first impact factor is 27. It's promising that this journal impact factor of the journal is going to be over 30 in the future, or even higher. So this is a very promising young journal. Next one is Advanced Energy Material. The impact factor is 25. And last one is the Account of the Chemical Research. impact factor is 21. So that's the statistic data information about my publications and their journal impact factors. So next slide covers the detailed information about my publications, the journal names, their impact factors, and publishers. So my publications, the publishers of my articles, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So the publishers are American Chemical Society, the Wiley, and Elsewhere, Nature, Cell, and Royal Society of Chemistry and Electrochemical Society. So I don't want to present the details about these journals and the impact factors. All the information are here. So if anyone interested, you can read information on this slide. My research area, these journals are in the mainly in the 3 scientific areas: the chemistry, material science, and the chemical engineering. So my research, detailed research, is most of these publications are on the electrochemical energy materials with the application background of the batteries and the fuel cells. Okay, that's the information I want to share today. The first half was about the basic information of the journal impact factors, and then after I introduced the journal impact factors, and I talked about my publications. So I hope this video can provide you some useful information for you to publish your research. If you publish, I think most of the university professors, with graduate students, research staff, in universities or in national labs or in any research institutes all over the world, and most of these scientists or engineers are will be interested in the journal impact factors about their publications. I hope this video can provide you, give you basic information about select a proper journal to publish your research in the future. Okay, thank you for watching, and I wish everyone a great weekend. Okay, so let's let me meet next time. I'm going to continue to share more information about that is related with research and life, and I also want to share my writings about my poems. Okay, thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time.